Oh, wow. All right. Here we go again. Tonight, trying to work out some things here in Ecamm that I just have not been able to figure out just as of yet. So tonight, what I want to do initially is I need to still try to figure out these comments. If you saw anything of what I was doing yesterday with Ecamm, and this is the new version 3.8. I've been wrestling with getting people's comments as they comment to populate with the name of the commenter on Facebook, as well as with the icon or the profile picture. So if you've ever commented and you've seen people even on StreamYard or on Ecamm, you'll know how people can take comments and put them up on the screen so the rest of the viewers can read the comments. That's what I'm talking about. So when people come and they comment on the stream now, for some reason, I just have not been able to get everybody's name and picture to consistently show up. There seem to be some people who every time they comment, their name and their picture will show up. There are other people who their name and their picture never shows up. And then there are some people who only once in a while their name and picture show up. It's nothing, and then I'll get a name and a picture, and then I'll get nothing. So I'm going to see if I can get some of you to help me out again with that tonight. If you just type a hello, a hi, a what's up, a shut up, a go away, anything will do. And I want to see if I can replicate and the issue, isolate the problem, and find a solution for it. So I'm going to try that. So if anybody's out there that's paying attention that wants to bother just to type something in the chat. Oh, I see that. What? And lo and behold, it's actually working for you tonight, Shauna. Why did I know you were going to show up and do that? But yes, see, I see your name and your picture. Now, yesterday, Shauna, when you did that, first it wasn't happening at all. And then maybe about your third or fourth comment in, it worked. And then right after that, it stopped working. So I don't know if it was that the system, I don't know. So I'm going to keep on playing with that. Wow. I can't help that you keep. Okay, you're going to help me out by typing a single sentence in multiple phrases here. I like it. It works. I can't help it that you keep popping up in my notifications. All right, so look at there, 3 in a row. It actually worked for you tonight. Hopefully that remains something that's going to keep on working, not just for you, but for anybody else. Good. All right. The other thing that I was thinking that I would do, but I'm not as prone to do now, but I was going to kind of walk people through the whole green screen thing, how that was working. I don't know if you saw any of the streams from last night. You saw that it was a setting that was similar to this, but you weren't seeing my background. I had a video playing in the background, and I was just kind of isolated up against that video, and that was pretty much a green screen effect. And I was just going to kind of walk people through that, just because I'm trying to get used to how to explain and to teach these things and communicate them in a way that's easy for people to understand, because I know there's a lot of folk who are trying to figure out this virtual space and how to be creative and innovative in telling a story and communicating to their audiences, and some of the technical tools everybody doesn't always have. So I'm trying to figure out, there are a lot of things that I can do. I just want to make sure that I am effective in communicating them and making it nice and easy. Shauna, we got you 3 times, and that worked quite well. As far as the comment piece. By the way, if there is anybody that's watching this now or watching this later, and forgive me for talking with this little thingy in my mouth. mint candy, whatever. If there's something that you'd kind of like me to come on, because every night I'm going to try to, at least weeknights, for the month of April, I'm going to try to come on and spend a little time. And if there's something that I can help with, that I can kind of coach folk through, I'll do that. If you have some questions that I might be able to answer, I'm happy to help. If you know of some people who might be looking for some coaching, and this is the time of day that they have available, this is generally going to be my freest time, late evenings or perhaps even early mornings, that I can share some stuff with some folk. So I'm going to try to do that. I just saw, where did I see it? Did I see another comment? No, I did not. I saw it pop up somewhere else. All right. I'm going to switch over here and see what happens when I come back over to this setting. This is more of the stuff that I use over on my Facebook page. I know that some may be watching this on my Facebook, because I am streaming to the Facebook page as well. So this one would be more familiar to what's going on. Did I say Facebook? I meant YouTube channel. On the YouTube channel, the Twittick down there. This is what I think I know. So I am kind of standardly going to be using this kind of setup when I go over there, unless I'm having somebody come in where I might be doing an interview or talking to somebody in that regard. So that might change up a little bit. So I, as you can see also, some of the overlays and how to make your screens look all these weird ways and creative ways. These are some of the things that I play around with. You can see on this screen, it's just an empty circle. Yes, Shauna, it is working more consistently with you. The rest of us will be asleep. It's late. It's late in... You're like an hour behind me. It's even later here. But I hope you rest well. And God, it's working. So thank you. Thank you for helping me out with that. All right. But yeah, little stuff like this. Just kind of, give some visual interest or disinterest even. Sometimes some of these things can be a little distracting. So I'm just kind of wanting to get some feedback from folk. As you may see this, you might not be watching this live, but you might be watching it later. And if there's any feedback that you can give me that you think might be helpful about anything that you see on the screen or anything that you hear or don't hear, please feel free to drop that in the comments for me. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow night. Let me get back here. Tomorrow night, I am going to, no, I said not tomorrow night. So this is going to be late Saturday night or Sunday. I'm going to actually just kind of walk through how I've created some scenes like the one you saw me open with, the orange one. Where I get the graphics from. I actually create them from scratch myself. And I'm going to just kind of walk you through how you can create this effect and in Ecamm, in the Ecamm program. So if those of you out there that are using Ecamm or that you want to learn how to use your Ecamm to be able to do stuff like this, I will just give you a heads up. There's lots of information out there on YouTube already. There's a great Ecamm group. You can dive into that and get lots of help, lots of feedback, watch many tutorials, people who may be able to do them much better than I can, but I'm willing to take a stab at it. So that's what I'm going to do on tomorrow's Friday, so it's going to be Saturday night. So late Saturday night, I'm just going to walk through how to put this together and how to use it with a green screen. Green screen. I used to hate green screens. I hated green screens because people would use them in Zoom, or they'd use their virtual backgrounds in Zoom, and you always see somebody's ear or nose or something, arm fading, or doing you feel like you're on this, what is that? The Enterprise, and people are in the process of getting beamed up and they got stuck in there because you're seeing through a hand or whatever. And so I hated that. But Ecamm actually does a much better job at the green screen thing. Because the difference is, in a place like Zoom, in Zoom you're using a virtual background, so you don't actually have to have a literal green screen. There are things like Skype and Zoom who they found some way to be able to make that work fairly decently without having literally having a green screen. Ecamm does a great job with a literal green screen, and so I'm gonna work on that, and it's growing on me, the type of things that you can do with it. So just going to play. It's probably just a novelty right now that I will get over, but I am going to mess around with it and just kind of walk you guys through what I have learned with that. So for the month of April, I'm going to try to come on as often as I can every day. I'm sure people will get tired of me, et cetera, et cetera. And I hope, though, that throughout this, some of this will be some technical stuff, because I'm just using the time to sharpen my skills, particularly in communicating these things. But then even that, I'm learning my way around some of the software and some of the technology. And I know there are some that may watch this from time to time who know some stuff that I don't. Some things you may have questions about that I can answer. So hopefully that will be helpful. But in addition to that, during the next month, there are some things that maybe some discussions that I'd like to have. Some of you may be familiar with the fact that I've been a part of a thing called the Pastors Roundtable for the past year or so, and we get into some very intriguing discussions around religion and theology. Sometimes it is mission and structure, process and policy within the context of my particular denomination and my particular church structure. There are some, and in that setting, we try very hard, and we invite guests in to come and talk to us about that. And we are very intentional about letting our guests voice their opinions. And we try not to be very opinionated or to share a whole lot of what we personally think, because we don't want to dominate the discussion. We invited our guests on. We want them to be able to say what they want to say and have ample time to do it without us as hosts kind of eating up the time, pontificating our own theories and ideas. However, that does not mean that we do not have our own theories and ideas. I remember not too long ago we did a show where we had two doctors come on talking about the vaccines and whether or not people should be vaccinated. And I could tell there were, as far as the host, myself, Dr. Henry, and Roger, I could tell that there were some times I think each of us wanted to say, had some opinions or some thoughts we wanted to share, but we didn't do it. So I want to be able to use some of this time to share some of the thoughts that I kind of bite my tongue on. Then I will be able to do it on these live stream editions of This Is What I Think I Know. So that's what I'm going to call these. I didn't think about that until just now, so I just made that up. I mean, I didn't make up This Is What I Think I Know, but I just, never mind. All right. So, hey, and then through this month of April, by the way, this is a part of a thing that I'm going to try it. I tried it, the Vlogmas. Some of you are familiar with that. This is, am I saying it right? Veda vlog every day in April. So yeah, the idea is to put something up every day in the month of April. So that's helping to be a little bit of motivation to do that. If you have any questions or any ideas or things that you'd like for me to engage in and to talk about, or anybody you'd like me to try to see if I can get on and have a discussion with me, where we can kind of go head to head in these late night things. Go ahead and give me a shout, and I'll see what I can do. All right, that's what I've got for this evening, though. And so I'm going to check out. Hold on. Let me switch over here. I've done a couple of these, so you saw this before. And then this is one of those scenarios what I was talking about with the green screen, where in the green screen, my screen behind me in this little square would disappear, and it would look like all you're seeing is me on the outside, or kind of silhouetted, I guess, against the other backdrop. So otherwise, without the green screen, it looks kind of funny, just like this. So, of course, I could blow that up so that it fills up that space. Not that anybody wants to see me that close up. But yeah. Anyway, we'll get to all of that on Saturday night. All right, everybody, I am going to check out here. And this is what I think I know for April 1. And I will probably, in order to do this every day, I guess I got to pop on for a few minutes tomorrow. So I will do that too at some point. But all right. Peace. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you soon.